both here and on TikTok, already said that he just knows that your hair is going to be on point tonight. So obviously, that's
Oh,
that goes without saying. That goes without saying. So listen, I want you to just go ahead and begin telling us about the. I've got the website up. It's Surfers Healing Virginia Beach, correct?
yeah, surfershealingvb.com. I think it's the way it's set up.
.org.
.org. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So tell us about this thing.
Yeah. It started for me. It started about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. Muzzy introduced me to it.
Yeah.
So what it is, um, several years ago, a professional surfer out in California had a child. His son was pretty, and I don't know the right terminology, but he was high on the spectrum
Okay.
for autism. And so one day he decided to take his son out on a surfboard just to play around, and his son like just went nuts, just loved it. And so he continued to take him out, and he noticed changes in his son. And so he told his friends who were surfers, and they started taking kids out that had autism. And then they kind of investigated and found out that water therapy and that kind of thing is helpful for kids with autism. So they formed Surfers Healing, and it's gone international. And so what it is, it's a day camp for kids with autism that are pretty high on the spectrum, severe levels, and so they do it. The biggest ones at Virginia Beach, they do 2 days, and I think it's like 450 kids or something. They have them in North Carolina at Wrightsville Beach. They have them in Florida. They have another big ones in Texas. They have them in California. They have them in New Zealand. I think they have one in Australia. I think they have one in New York. And so what it is the kids come in with their families. They give them all kinds of T-shirts and hats and medals and stuff like that. And then they have a team of professional surfers that actually then will take the kids out on the surfboard and spend time with them out in the water, and then surf in to the beach. And then they keep doing it's a day camp. And then there's food for the family and the kids. There's also an unbelievable amount of security. They have boats with first responders out in past the breakers. They have certified lifeguards that are out in the water, and then they have certified lifeguards right on the water's edge. They have paramedics and everything standing by. And so if I was sitting there watching it one year, and if a kid falls off, there's like 3 or 4 people that are grabbing them within a second. So very safe. Um, so what we do is they rely on a lot of contributions, a lot of donations, because they have these professional surfers that go all over the place, and so it helps defray the costs for those surfers and their expenses. It's a big production, so they use donations to do that, to help defray those costs. This all started. I'll tell you a funny story, Tom. I don't know if you know this story, but this all started. My involvement was back a few years ago. Muzzy was texting his wife, and he sent her a text with a link to a dress that was for sale at some link at some site, and he was telling her, "You should buy this because when we go on vacation, you'll look hot in it," and all in flirty language and all that. And so he didn't hear anything back from her. So he looked, and he had accidentally not sent it to her, but sent it to me. So,
Okay.
so I got a text from Muzzy with a picture of a dress telling me how hot I would look in the dress. So that night,
Accidentally.
accidentally,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
So that night, um, we got on the live, and of course, I had to tell everybody on the live about it and make it as
Yeah.
pop. Yeah. And so as a follow-up joke, Manda Rose bought him a dress and told him he had to wear it on the live, which he did. And I told him, I will give you $100 if you will wear that out to dinner or wherever. And he said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll wear it to dinner and I'll walk down the boardwalk if you'll donate to this charity. Because Muzzy knows the head of the charity there at Virginia Beach. I read about it, learned about it, and I was like, well, heck yeah, I'd be happy to do that. And then we started collecting donations from all the people in the live, our TikTok family, now
Mhm.
YouTube. And so the first year we were able to collect a total in donations of $7,000 and something.
Okay.
Uh, and so just from TikTok lives. And so the second year, we made a deal that if people would donate, and we got above 10,000, that Muzzy and I would surf in dresses. And so we raised a little over $11,000, and
Okay.
we surfed in dresses. Well, I don't know if you'd call it surfing in dresses. We were avoiding drowning in dresses. That's basically what we were
Okay.
doing. And so we were the number one donor in the whole of everybody. We beat all the corporations.
In Virginia Beach or worldwide?
Virginia Beach. I don't know how we
Okay.
compared to worldwide, but I know for Virginia Beach, we were the number. We were the highest donation. Then that was just from the TikTok group. Last year we said I thought we had something I can't remember now, but we wanted to try to get up above 15, and I think we got 15. We are again number one. Another funny side story. Um, the head of it, his wife, she set up the link and to people for people to donate, and she then had it tied to her cell phone, so whenever somebody would make a donation, it would ring. Well, she would go a few days and not hear a thing. And then Muzzy and I would be in a live and promoting it. And all of a sudden she was like at dinner getting like 75 dings on her phone. So they set it up this year again. It's a Zephy link. And she doesn't have it linked to her phone anymore.
Right. She played it safe this year.
Yeah. And so the good thing about Zephy, neither Muzzy nor I nor anyone else has that never touches the money. It's
Right.
a
It goes directly to the organization.
directly, no fees come out, nothing. We don't touch it. We don't get any kind of, we don't get anything except one year they gave us T-shirts. When we got there, they said, "Wait a minute, you guys raised a lot of money. You get a T-shirt." I said, "Well, that's fair compensation."
Well, go back to the surfing itself. So, like, how far you say surfing? How far out do they take the kids? And do they
Ju-
get the kids? And do they get the kids actually standing on boards and riding waves? I'm imagining this is done in a more of a smaller or lower wave kind of area. Correct?
Yeah, Virginia Beach is not getting huge waves. And
Okay.
but it's enough that there are surfers out there and they have competition, so it's enough. And it really depends upon the year. Some years you might get nothing. Some years you get pretty good sized waves. But they do. The surfers will actually stand up and lift the kids up, and so they ride the waves in. So it's big enough that they can ride. Now they're not going to. They're not in a pipeline or anything like that.
Right. Yeah.
But no, it's big enough to where they can ride them in, both of them standing up. So
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah, and I'll tell you, 2 years ago I went out for it, and I got to tell you, Tom, it's one of the most emotional things I've ever done. To see the families who have a child with autism, and you can see in their reaction to have their child for one day do things that are normal for other
Mhm.
kids that their kids probably wouldn't, a lot of them, their kids wouldn't be able to do something like that, and to have the joy and the relief that, because most of these kids that you would have to watch keep a close eye on because they're just so high on the spectrum of autism. And to see the family's reaction was just, if it doesn't bring tears to your eye, you're dead.
How many times do they get to ride in?
As many as they can. It was
Like, how long does a surfer stay with a kid?
usually a couple of hours.
Oh,
Um,
really? Okay.
Yeah, and so they spend a lot of time out beyond the breakers, and they'll be out there talking to the kids and relaxing for a minute, and then they'll get up and come in. A couple of kids didn't like it too much, but most of them were begging for more, and it was just a joy to see. And then when
So
they
if
when
you've got
they
a couple,
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
go ahead.
when they come in after they're finished, they have a surfboard planted, and the kid and the professional surfer will get a picture made, and the kid gets medals,
Okay.
and it's a great. Then they give the pictures to the parents and all that. So
So is it like when the event or the day camp begins for the day, are there is every kid in the water with a surfer, or is it like there's some in the water, some waiting to rotate in?
it's exactly that. They'll have kids who
Okay.
are signing in and getting the T-shirts and getting and kind of being walked around to show everything because it's a whole big production, tents and everything, and the t-shirts and the food and drinks. They've got music playing, and then they go through a process of make sure they got all the equipment, all a life preserver and all that, or life vest, I mean. And then they go out, and while they're out, then the next group is getting ready. They go through several groups in that 2 day process. So it's
Nice.
how it works.
Nice. And you've actually gone out with how many years have you gone out with a kid?
I went out 2 years ago. Last year, I was planning on going out, and I had forgotten that I had promised my son that weekend to do. I was supposed to meet with him and go. We had planned a trip, and I forgot all about it. And so last year I didn't get to go. The good thing is a bunch of people from TikTok have been going there. Trucker 557.
Okay.
He went out last year. I think he's coming back this year. Jay from the Ethan and Jay show. I think he's planning on coming out this year. I don't know if he's confirmed yet, but he's planning, and I'm planning on being there this year as well.
See, I never know where most of the people that I have mutuals with on, like, for example, TikTok are from. So I'm assuming they're both East Coast guys.
Yeah, truckers in Virginia. I'm sorry, Pennsylvania, and but he drives down for that. And then Muzzy's right there in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
I'm in North Carolina, so it's a good drive for me, but it's well worth it.
And is there a goal set up for this year?
We've got the goal at 20,000,
Okay.
and we've got a slow start. I think we last I checked, we had like 3,500, so we got somewhat of a slow start, but we're going to get there. I'm hopeful.
And when is the event?
It's in August. I should know that.
There's there's some time.
There is
You've
some
got a
time.
little. You've got over a month to donate.
Hmm.
But first of all, where it's at the website. It's I'm sorry, surfershealingvb.org.
Yeah, you can go to that
Correct.
website and contribute, although that doesn't show up on their site for being this TikTok group. Um, and so
Right.
on,
So where can they do it so it shows up as your group?
yeah, our group, if you go to my profile, the Barrister 428, if you go to that profile, you'll see I have a link, a Zephy link that'll take you right there. Muzzy also has a link. Um, Ethan and Jay, I think Jay has one. I'm not sure about Ethan. Um, but any of those people have a link, and I can send you that link. Or if anybody wants to DM me, or just let me know. And I don't
Definitely send
mind.
me that link so I can put it in
I,
mine as well.
I will. I appreciate that. Um, and I put it on mine, and I'm asking others, even if you, I know, because I know a lot of people, it's times are rough. And so if you can't donate, at least spread the word, get the link, talk to people, and help us out, because it's well worth it. I mean, it's a great charity.
It sounds like it. I mean, obviously, our friend Brochacha is asking if $20,000 met equals new tattoo for Barrister, and I think that at least a cover up has to be in the conversation.
Yeah, yeah. I have a tattoo that is on my arm that I obtained on a drunken night in law school. It's the Scales of Justice. It's not a very good tattoo. Muzzy says it looks like a cross with testicles. And so at
It
15,
does.
yes, it does. I will, if we can raise 15,000, I will get that tattoo fixed. If we can get to 20, Muzzy and I have said we will get matching tattoos. If we get to 20,000, we will get matching tattoos.
Do we know? First of all, do we have a predetermination of what the matching tattoos are,
Not yet.
or that's a TBD kind of situation? Okay, that's
Yes,
a
it is.
TBD.
Yes, it is.
I'm thinking if I could just spitball off the top of my head, since this is the first time I'm hearing this. Have you ever seen the cover art for the poster for Brokeback Mountain? Where the one cowboy is coming over the shoulder of the other cowboy with his arms over him. You and Muzz. I just if 20,000 is met, I think it seriously needs to be considered. Um, do you guys do you guys have any like events planned? Like, are you doing any fundraising events on TikTok or anywhere else?
We're just doing it on lives, just spreading the word. We have talked about doing some events and just haven't done it yet, and should have done it. I We're actually toying with an idea because I just finished building a house, our retirement house in Wilmington,
Is that
and
done? I was going to ask you
yes,
about it later, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and Wrightsville Beach is in Wilmington. And so they also have a surfers healing event there. And I'm
Okay.
thinking in the future, Muzzy and I are talking about perhaps doing it for both, where more like a challenge between me and Muzzy to see who can raise the most money for those various chapters and try to help out and get more involved with community organizations and stuff like that. We're trying to make this grow so we can help these kids out.
Well, if you guys ever get into any kind of events that you're trying to do or we're going to go live for a night and try and raise some money. Let me know. I would obviously love to be involved in that in some way, shape, or form. I don't think that we have the kind of waves in Chicago it would take to have an event in Chicago. They could kind of float in the water for a bit, but that'd really be about the extent of it. Um, I'm not trying to get off the subject of this. How is the house?
Excellent. We just closed last week. We started moving in, got got our stuff moved in, a lot of our stuff and furniture moved in. So we're still in the moving in process. We're going to be there on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and we'll be here just north of Charlotte. We'll be here the rest of the week. So I'm going to work at the office for 4 days and work remote for 1 day.
And when are you guys officially doing the retirement thing?
Um, it really depends a lot on how the stock market does. My 401k, I want to get to the point where I'm comfortable with where we are. So I'm thinking 3 years, 3 to 4 years, probably three. My wife is going to retire in two, and so at that point we will be spending a whole lot more time down there.
And what does Mrs. Barrister do, generally speaking, without being given away too much?
She is, and I got to tell you this story only because it's the coolest story in the world. But she is works as the president's for a college, the president's liaison with the board. So she kind of goes to the board meetings on behalf of the president, and takes care of issues and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah. She got that because the school got a major donation, and I'll have to remember what all was involved. But anyway, there's a guy that didn't go to the school that made a lot of money and donated about $400 million to this school, and it's a small school. And so the president worked with my wife at a previous job. And so he called her up and said, "I need you to help me spend $400 million." And so that's how she got the job.
Did anybody inform her that there's a charitable organization looking for donations to help some kids out?
Yes, they have.
A significant chunk of that could help out quite a bit.
That would get us over that would get several tattoos changed.
Yeah, oh hell yeah. You might get a whole arm sleeve there. Somebody asked if you're on YouTube. Now, obviously, you are on YouTube, but you don't put content on YouTube, do you?
No, I've got this account and I haven't really done much with it. I've been thinking about doing more with it in terms of videos and stuff because TikTok is just it's very difficult, and they've changed so much, and it's so easy, as you well know, it's so easy to get banned. You can't say hardly anything. When I was making a lot of videos, I got so frustrated because I would somebody would make a comment, and I would stitch that and make a video, and then get reported for bullying and harassing and get banned for 3 days. And
Yeah.
it's just stuff like that. It's just ridiculous, and it got to the point it was not fun anymore. And so I've stopped doing that. I don't host lives hardly ever, and so I like going on lives and talking to people, but I
Yeah,
don't.
you're almost always a guest on a live over there nowadays, I
Mhm.
see.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, I haven't seen like actual content from you in quite some time.
Yeah, it's rare that I post a video. I need to. I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Um,
I think we all enjoyed it a handful of years ago, and then it got really kind of crazy out of control, and the politics were just going absolutely apeshit, and then it just became this Twitter-like cesspool where no matter what you did, half the comments were going to be these insane bot type comments telling you to go fuck yourself and how much of a piece of shit you are and a barrister with your bitch tits and all of that stuff. So, well, that's more muzzy.
yes.
That's more muzzy, which is why, like, when I talk to you about it, I love Manda, absolutely
Mhm,
love Manda, but that would drive me nuts.
mhm,
It would what she does would make me want to drive my car into a bridge and bunk.
mhm. Yep.
I
I
just
don't know how they do
I
it.
don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know how they
None
do
of
it.
them.
Put up that much time. I was getting burnout because I was going live when it was the old Balls crew, and I was going live with Legal Dad and Scott,
Mhm.
Amanda, Wisco, and we would start about 8 o'clock Eastern and finish up about midnight, sometimes later. And I got burnt out that I can't imagine doing a morning and an evening and staying on as long as they do. I don't know how they do it either.
I do a handful of lives throughout the week here, and it does all right. When you're solo and you're interacting with the way I typically, I know you guys used to make fun of me for sitting there doing and just rattling off yes, no, blue, 47, 86, great, 1987. But it's when I engage with the comment section, especially here on YouTube, they tend to get somewhat generous. The most I ever made in a 1 hour live here was 700,
Mhm.
which is not bad for donations,
No.
which is why I was wondering if you guys were doing some type of event. Maybe we could get together and do some type of live event with the link involved and see if we can't raise some money. something to mull over. We got some time. Just, I mean, keep in mind that at the end of June, my ass is going to be on a cruise, and I'm not going to be doing a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking. I'm going to New York City in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's cool. Have you ever been?
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been before, but this is for the purposes of Renee, our daughter Lily, and our nephew are going to go see Bon Jovi at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, that's cool. That is way cool.
And it's his first show since 22. And he had surgery on his vocal cords, and this is kind of like a test run to see if he wants to do an actual tour. He's got like 6 or 7 shows at Madison Square Garden and 4 or 5 in England, and that's the test run. So we're flying in. They're doing that. We're going to go see the Statue of Liberty, do some New York shit, and then we're getting the fuck out of Dodge. It just so happens that we're flying in while World Cup shit's going on. So, not the best timing in the world. And then we're home for like a week and a half, and we go down to Miami for a cruise while World Cup shit's going on. So I got to learn how to plan better. I got to stop smoking weed before I book vacations. And you fuckers got to figure out a better time other than May to get together, because goddamn it.
Well, the reason we planned that is it all started years ago because I have a seminar that I go to in Vegas every year.
Yeah.
We go to the same seminar, and it's always in May. It's always around the time of, I guess it's the Preakness. And the only reason I remember that because one of my buddies, he goes and we have to watch the horse race, and so we always go to a sports book and watch the race. But every year we do that. And one year I was telling Legal Dad that I was going to be out, and he offered to get together and have dinner or something. So we got together, and then other people, and we decided to play golf. And other people said, "Well, I want to play golf." And so we got all these requests to play golf, and we said, "Well, if you want to come out, we don't care." And then it grew into a meet and greet.
Yeah, every year. And it looks like a blast. Not that I'm really interested in sweating my ass off in Vegas, but it looks like a blast, and I can never come, and I'm constantly pissed about it. Because May is our insane month, and you fuckers keep doing that shit. So I'm gonna keep making fun of you every May. I'm gonna hope that it's hot as hell every time that you're there. On the flip side, August in Virginia or North Carolina along the East Coast doesn't sound half bad either.
Hey, when we get everything moved into the house, if you and Renee ever want to come down, you're more than welcome.
Oh, I was talking about the surfers event.
Oh, okay. Well,
in
that
August. Yeah, the surfers. You said it's in August, right?
too. Yeah.
Now, is the one in North Carolina at the same time as the one in Virginia Beach? It's in August.
I think it's a week later. Let me
So
double
these
check.
these times around the world they stagger.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me look that up real quick because that's an excellent question. And I should have known the answer to that.
God damn it, Legal Dad! I need you to come prepared. Legal Dad, Barrister, you need to come prepared for this shit. Good looks alone aren't going to get you through life.
So what kind of cruise are you going on?
We are going on a Norwegian cruise out of Miami to Mexico, Honduras, and Belize.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we did. Renee and I did this cruise a couple of years ago out of New Orleans, and we really enjoyed it. But the kids are going this time. Lily and Tommy are going, and my mother-in-law is going. So
That
it's
is
a
real
redo
cool.
for us. It's a redo for us, but a first time for them. I really need to get over to Europe though on a cruise. We had a Mediterranean cruise scheduled before Renee's company folded, and I've watched some of Legal Dad's content from his Northern European cruises that looked quite nice. So we definitely need to make a European cruise happen in the near future.
The Virginia Beach is August 14th and 15th. Wrightsville Beach is August 17th. They're doing it on a Monday. That's kind of crazy. And I mentioned earlier some of the places, but the places where they hold this event, they have 2 in New Zealand, 1 in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. They have 1 in California's San Onofre. I don't know. One in Hawaii, then Dana Point, California, Malibu, Sunny Isle Beach, Florida, Ocean City, Maryland, the two in Virginia Beach, Wrightsville Beach, Folly Beach, South Carolina, Belmar, New Jersey, Southampton, New York, Galveston, Texas, Maui, Hawaii, Waikiki, and Hilo. Those are the locations. And yeah, they're all staggered through the year. Starting
Nice.
starting in February in New Zealand and ending in December in Hawaii.
So you're gonna send me the link.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put it in my on my social medias. I'm gonna make a video talking about the link in the social medias. And in that video, I'm gonna mention that if if we get to what's the dollar amount for you to fix the tattoo?
15,000 for me to fix it, and then 20 for me and Muzz to get matching tattoos.
Okay. Well, listen, we're gonna shoot for the 20 because we want to shoot for the 20. I give a shit about your matching tattoos. I'm interested in people seeing if they can't make that 15 mark and see if we can't get something done with that bad boy on your arm there because that's
It's
listen,
got to go.
I've got some bad tattoos, but fuck me, dude. That one's bad.
It is.
I mean like really fucking bad. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
So,
know.
and I think it needs to be something spectacular and glorious, and something that people are going to talk about for all time. Something that matches the pristine, prestigiousness of your hair and your on screen presence,
Yeah, there you go.
and the odd couple way that you play off of the crabbiness that is Muzzy.
Mhm.
The get off my lawn character that he likes to play on social media.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yes, it's gonna have to be something spectacular. Well, we're gonna hit that 15K no matter what. Obviously, we're gonna shoot for the 20K as well. Send me that link though for sure. Other than that, uh, have you kept your promise to me?
The guys did not put it in. I told them to give me one light, and I told them which room to put it in, and they didn't do it. I swear to God, I asked them for a ceiling titty, and they didn't do it.
I that is just so utterly disappointed. It's not even funny. I If you and Muzzy decide to do a competing thing in the years to come, I think I'm gonna have to donate two Muzzies based solely on that factor.
And you know what? I'm going to go back and I'll replace one. I Because I have to do it. I promise you I'd do it. I promise you I'd have a ceiling titty. And by God,
I don't want Mrs. Barrister mad at me. I don't want Mrs. Barrister mad at me.
you know, one of the things I'm thinking about doing, and then one of the reasons I've thought about Wrightsville Beach, the neighborhood I'm in, it has 2,500 homes, and they do various charitable things. And I'm thinking about if we do Wrightsville Beach, since it's right there, I could promote that and maybe get a lot of donations from that neighborhood. And so that's one of the
Oh
reasons
yeah.
I thought about doing it.
That wouldn't be bad. You talking about doing like a door to door type thing?
Just that we have a neighborhood Facebook page,
Community
and
page? Yeah. Okay.
that's what I'm thinking about doing it that way. Now, also, I've got a couple of challenges. I told I was on there. I said anybody that's MAGA, donate at least 45 dollars and 47 cents. And anybody who is hates Trump, donate 86.47, $86.47. I think that'd be a good donation.
So can you see the dollar amounts that are coming in?
Yeah.
Are any of those specific dollar amounts being hit?
Yeah, I haven't seen.
So you
I don't think I've seen any from a MAGA yet. Although I know
okay.
at least one person has donated, and I think a MAGA donated $100. I think is so far. I know that. But we've had MAGA that's joined us in the past. And another quick story: Muslim and I were watching the surfing a couple years ago, watching the kids, and there was a family there that it was their kid out there, and we started talking to them, and I got a quick impression and was pretty confident they were Trump supporters.
Right.
And
Okay.
and they asked us if we were there, did we have a kid or whatever? And I said, no. And I told them about what we were doing with TikTok. And I said, we are more left leaning creators, but we've got people from both sides donating. Because you know what? We can sit here and bitch at each other all day long about politics, but this is a good cause for kids. Let's put down the swords and let's get together and help. And it was, you could see his reaction. It changed, it softened, and so it was really cool to sit there and talk to a Trumper, and basically we were helping his kid, and it just was, it was good to be able to have that conversation or talk to somebody and do something where it's not always about fighting and bitching and complaining. So that was a good moment.
That is nice. That is nice to hear. Love to see that stuff. Well, man, I appreciate it. I mean, we'll do something obviously to help out in any way that we possibly can. I mean, I'm not getting matching tattoos and I ain't wearing no fucking dresses, but I'll help in any other way I possibly can, especially when it comes to like busting chops, busting balls to help try to raise some money. We raised, what did we raise? 2,500, 3 grand? No, maybe it was 5,700. I'm sorry. When I glittered my beard for the charity where they fly trans kids out of red states. So maybe we could do something. I'm not shaving it, but maybe we could dye the pubes or something of that nature.
There you go.
Now, just does the $64,000 question that people, I'm sure, in the comment section want to know before we get out of here? Does the carpet match the drapes? Is it well coiffed? Is it
Oh,
well coiffed down there?
absolutely.
Does it have a side part?
Not yet, but you know what? You're giving me ideas.
Mrs. Barrister's going to send me an email. What the fuck? You walked in here with a side part tonight.
I did want to say, Tom, I want to I appreciate the fact that you reached out and offered to do this tonight. I approach other creators and ask them, can I just have 5 minutes and just promote this on your live? And I've got pretty good responses from the vast majority of people. You were the first one that approached me, and I appreciate that. I think that's, people can bitch about you. The Trumpers can bitch about you all you want, but you got a big heart, and I appreciate that. I really do.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, it's a good fucking cause. See, we got it's kind of a comparable sort of, not as global, obviously, as what you do. We have our normal summer carnival. It's a 5-day carnival festival. It's our town fest. It goes from Wednesday to Sunday. Wednesday, the first day of it, before the nighttime carnival opens up, during the day, we have what's called Special Needs Day. And so buses and van loads of kids from states all around the Midwest come in for that day. The guy who owns the local McDonald's restaurant gives them lunch, gives everybody lunch for free. A bunch of us have gone in and volunteered to hand out lunch. And then what they do is they take all of the kids from these various camps and from all these various states, and they let them ride all of the carnival rides at slow speed with no loud music, so that they all get to enjoy the fest. Because it's overstimulation when they go there at night and it's dark and the lights are flashing and it's going full speed and the rock music is going. So they just shut all the music off and says, you guys get the run of the lot for a few hours.
Mhm.
And so it's, they're good causes. And so we try to donate there. We try to help out and volunteer there. Same thing here. And I know that you and Muzzy have been talking about it for years, and there's no reason why we can't utilize the platforms that we've built to help out.
I agree with you, and I appreciate that. I definitely want to get together, and I'll get with you next few days, and we'll plan a live on TikTok where we can get you and maybe get a few other big creators and see if we can't drum up more support for this.
I can talk to a few people about that as well that I know.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
did have one other thing. I had and I'll do that again. I'll do it again this year. I've been telling people that if donations, let's say above $100, I'll take it. Everybody that donates above 100, we'll have a drawing, and I have season tickets to the Carolina Panthers, and I will. Whoever wins the drawing gets two games, two seats to whichever game they want, whichever Carolina Panther home game, plus a tailgate with hosted by me and Mrs. Barrister. I thought that would be a good thing to do, but apparently no one really gives a damn about the Panthers. No one's really gave a shit or wanted to go. So
No, you can keep those goddamn tickets, man. They'll help you out with the donations in general, but fuck those tickets, man.
Well, as a matter of fact, one year I offered that, and the lady that won said, "Just keep the tickets. I'll give more."
Give them double it and give it to the next person.
Too funny.
Oh, that's fucking great. I know that you and you and Muzzy like to do the college football games.
Yes.
Now, I've never been to a college football game, but I am going to Notre Dame Stadium in September to see AC/DC.
Oh, that's cool.
It's my
That's
son's
real cool.
Tommy's first concert ever.
Really?
Yeah. So our nephew, who's going to New York with us in a couple of weeks to see Bon Jovi, that's his first concert ever. And September AC/DC, I got me and him on the field for that one, not in the stadium, on the field and down by the stage. So his first concert's going to wear him out. Wear him out.
That is one
He's
I'd
going to
love
be
to
standing
see.
there going, the whole stadium smells like my dad's office.
Oh, that's great.
I'll get you some footage of that one though. So
I would appreciate that.
brother, I thank you very much for this. And yes, send me the link. I'll do a video about it in the next couple days. I'll get it put up on my LinkedIn, and then we can talk about doing a live event from there.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, man. I appreciate you.
All right. We'll talk again, man.
All right. We'll see you.
Take it easy, guys.